Hey everyone, it's Ben. Um, I'm just going to show you real quick how to draw a realistic replication. So we're just going to draw a picture of a photo that already exists. And the photo that we're going to be drawing today is this portrait of Porter Robinson. So just a small one. And the way we're going to do it is by a method called gridding, and then we're going to draw it with charcoal. I'll show you what gridding is in a bit. But for now, I'll just show you the materials we're going to use. So this is the paper. Right there is my whole setup. And what we have here is a ruler for the gridding. And then we've got this pencil. I just use an H or a 2H usually. And this is just for gridding and sketching out the drawing. And then you got a charcoal pencil. I prefer the pencils over the Vine charcoal. Some people like the Vine. We don't have to do a ton of black today, so I'm just going to use this. And I use a 2B medium, usually just because it's not too soft or not too hard. But you're going to run out of the charcoal. It's going to run flat, so you're going to need a pencil sharpener too. And then I have these things. These are blenders, just to help you blend the charcoal to get gray instead of just black and white. And then I might also use tissue to get a really smooth blend. I sometimes do that. I'm not sure if I'm going to today or not. And then of course an eraser. So for this, some people prefer a pink eraser or a white one. This is the best one. So it's a kneadable eraser. It's nice. And aside from that, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what to do. Hey, so I just finished the drawing. So like I said, this is a really small one. Normally, you do them a lot bigger. And normally, just so you know, you grid it like this, and that way you can do the picture a lot bigger or a lot smaller when you actually do it by keeping the same amount, like 4 by 8, but then you do like 8 by 16. You just multiply everything by 2 or 3, however big you want to make it. Um, and so uh, this is the finished piece. The lights back there we go. I don't really like it very much. It was really fast because I was trying to get that time lapse done fast. But here I'll show you a few things about it, and show you how I did some things. So because the time lapse doesn't really show it. So obviously you can see there's lots of differences. It's decent, but that's what happens when you do it in like 45 minutes instead of like a week. So basically I laid down all the dark black with this, with the 2B medium, like I said. And what happens when you do that, if you want to watch this, it's really grainy, and you can see this white stuff. So what you do is you go over it with the doobie. I don't know what else to call this. And so, as you can see, lots of this isn't black, though. You got all that gray in the face, all of this, and that is all done with these, and a little bit of the eraser too. It's really hard with small pieces like this to get like the small stuff in the eyes. So what you have to do with an eraser is you oftentimes have to get a small piece, pinch it to get flat stuff, or point it. Like for example, the whites in his eyes, those little glints. Those are done with a really pinched eraser. And then you also have to sharpen the charcoal a lot. I don't know if you could see in the time lapse, but I had to sharpen this like 8 times during that, which was really annoying. And aside from that, really, you can just, as far as critique goes, It's decent, but it could just use more time put into it. There's still a lot of shading. Like the values are pretty off in this. The colors, it's in the right place, but it's not dark enough or light enough. But yeah, aside from that, that's kind of how to draw a photo if you want to replicate something like that. Essentially, you're just following basic shapes for everything. I didn't really have to make up any of this because the grid showed me exactly where to put the line. That's the part I didn't show you. I just with the H, I just followed on this grid where his outline is on this. So I just basically filled it in with color. So as long as you can do shapes and color and you know a little bit about how to draw, anyone can really do this. So yeah, that's my video. Okay, and now for a quick quiz to finish up. Let's see. Who did I draw?
Maybe you should think about it before.
And what kind of charcoal pencil did I use? And third and final question, what's the coolest kind of eraser?